His whole demeanor is like, let's do this, let's make this grand, let's get everybody involved. Like you say, you're a special dude. You know, special dude.
I'm a coach mentor for the Harold Hunter Foundation and really just general like community organizer, boots on the ground front linesman. I got into skateboarding, I guess, to just hang out with friends, really. When I started skateboarding in high school, I think that helped me to break out of my shell. Skateboarding was responsible for getting me out of the house. And so if you could just have some magical vehicle that allows you to sort of like bypass all of the BS, I think that that's sort of the best metaphor to like give it. I wasn't trying to just do the shit that everybody was doing, but I didn't have any means to sort of engage with the community. I was like moving a bit too fast. Like even if I think about where I was when Jessica called me to be the Brownsville skate coach, I was about to go to jail. Like my mission, I guess, doing the skate program in this neighborhood is to sort of like make sure that you create pathways for people that might end up going down those routes. You know, Brownsville is like a different type of beast. Well, the people in this space have needs. And so when you come into this space, it's important to understand like, oh, like I have to be meeting the needs like holistically. The Brownsville program is special because of the potential that it has. Like it's just good to have programming in the community that's led or like run by people from the community. We want people in the community to utilize their new skate parks. I'm trying to bolster my efficacy so that I can also like bolster the efficacy of HHF. Like without skateboarding, like I wouldn't really have any way to like have stake inside of the community, to be honest with you. And so it's given me a bit more to cling to, and so I'm really appreciative for that. I hope that the youth that I work with, I hope that they take the baton and run with it.
Skateboarding is something that's only been revolved around straight men. People need to feel like they belong no matter what they identify as. Whatever that looks like, creating that space is super important. I think a lot of the older generation is just very much set in the constructs of gender roles and identity, but sometimes it takes the young folks to question. I think on so many levels, I find myself relating to my kids. I think it's hard to give advice or help anyone if you have no idea what their headspace looks like. And part of that is that I am Black and queer, so I can help Black and queer kids. With skaters, there's no bullshitting. To just have any kind of like job in skateboarding, I think that's a huge deal. Winning Coach of the Year was unreal. They think I'm doing a good job, and that feels really good. Our community in NYC is super tight-knit. So this year, I was able to really kickstart my ideal event and what that looks like. We sit in a circle as like adults and teenagers and talk about really, really like hard things. A lot of people describe it like group therapy, and that I feel like is the perfect word for it. And what I really look to do is just make things more safe for queer identifying skaters, make skateboarding more accessible. I think it's important to teach people how to use skateboarding to tackle other things in their life. It's important for people to just feel heard and seen, and I think that's exactly what the events do. And in that, we learn from each other, you know, and we grow as a community. I think the biggest thing that I want kids to take away from my time with them is I just want them to walk away with the strongest sense of self. Within the next coming years, I see this initiative really evolving what representation looks like and what space looks like and what opportunity looks like for non-traditional skaters in New York City.